Card, please.
From T20 cricket and rugby X to the snooker shootout and netball's Fast Five, many sports have adopted shorter or faster formats in a bid to attract newer, younger audiences, with varying degrees of success. Tennis too has tried it, with tiebreak tens, ultimate tennis showdown and the Fast Four format. It has made concessions to the standard rules too on occasion, introducing the tiebreak in 1970 to bring matches to a head earlier, and adding a shot clock in 2018 to speed up play. But will the longest form of tennis, best of 5 sets matches, be the next to go in the name of brevity? It's certainly a format that is under threat. Best of 5 is now exclusively the domain of men's singles matches at the 4 Grand Slams, the men's doubles at Wimbledon, and the men's singles final at the Olympics. All Davis Cup matches and Masters 1000 Series finals, which were once best of 5, are now best of 3. Novak Djokovic wants best of 3 at every tournament. Speaking at the 2020 ATP World Tour Finals, he said, "I just feel like the attention span of the fans, especially the younger generation, is shorter." Sir Andy Murray admitted that while he loved playing in 5-set matches, he found them hard to watch. "I think sometimes the matches are just too long," the former world number 1 said. "The way people are consuming their sports is a little bit different than what it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. A lot of other sports have changed their formats to try and make it a little bit quicker. As a fan, I personally would never sit and watch a best of 5-set match from start to finish." Maybe many wouldn't, but they are clearly hungry for the sort of dramatic denouement that comes with a 5-set epic at a slam. At almost 5 hours, the 2019 Wimbledon final between Djokovic and Roger Federer was the longest the tournament had ever seen. It also recorded its highest domestic viewership since 2012, with the final set tiebreak watched by 9.6 million people on the BBC. This figure would have been higher, but 7.9 million were watching England's exciting win in the Cricket World Cup final at the very same moment. In the US, 3.3 million people tuned into the Wimbledon final on ESPN, its third highest tennis figures ever. It recorded similar numbers for Djokovic and Federer's 4-set US Open final in 2015. Coincidence? No. The simple fact is, people want to see the big guns slug it out, whatever the length of the matches. The ratings needle has always been pushed by personalities in each generation. Ross Meltzer, an executive vice president at CSM Sport and Entertainment, told the UK's I newspaper in 2020. And when those personalities clash in a 5-set match, particularly in semis and finals, audiences stay gripped. Sadly, it seems the biggest threat to tennis's TV viewership is not lengthy matches, but the absence of its stars. Take the 2020 US Open men's final. Dominic Thiem coming from 2 sets down to beat Alexander Zverev to lift his first Grand Slam trophy. Despite fans only being able to watch on TV, the ESPN audience of 1.4 million was under half that which watched Rafael Nadal beat Daniil Medvedev the previous year. For sports like tennis, you do see the individuals playing a big part in the overall audience base or the willingness to watch an event. Spencer Nolan of sports marketing analysts at Nielsen Sports also told the Eye. "We're talking about global icons that almost transcend a sport. Federer, Nadal and Djokovic are not only the 3 best ever to play the game, they're all playing at the same time, which is probably unparalleled in any sport." Grand Slams are the pinnacle of the tennis tour. Success brings the highest rewards and most prestige, and they are the tournaments that attract the most eyes. In 2019, Eurosport said the average viewing time for the Grand Slams on its online streaming service had increased by 36% year-on-year. 3 of the 4 men's singles finals that year, plus 3 of the 8 semis, went beyond 3 sets. So why should the best of 5 format be under threat if the audiences are sticking with it? Well, some point to the early rounds of Grand Slams, where the top seeds routinely breeze past qualifiers, wildcards and lower-ranked players with such ease that requiring the underdog to go through a 3rd set seems almost cruel. These one-sided matches are not appealing to broadcasters, but because of the popularity of the big names, they would still rather show a comprehensive win for Djokovic, Federer or Nadal than switch to a nerve-jangling 5-setter between, say, the 25th seed and the world number 62. It's not about the quality of the tennis, it's the cult of personality. Former French Open finalist Alex Correia believes making the early rounds of Grand Slam's best-of-3 sets would actually create more shocks. "I think it would create a little bit of feeling that the top seeds can lose earlier in the tournament," he said. Well, tell that to Denis Istomin or Ernest Gulbis, who wouldn't have beaten Djokovic and Alexander Zverev otherwise. At the 2021 Australian Open, 11 matches would have had different results if cut back to best-of-3, including a few seeds surviving instead of being knocked out. And qualifier Aslan Karatsev's dream run to the semis would have been cut short at round 4 when he lost the first 2 sets to Felix Auger-Aliassime. John McEnroe has proposed the halfway house, replacing the 5th set with a tiebreak. Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Dominic Thiem and Alexander Zverev have all weighed in behind tradition, with Federer adding, "I would add more best-of-5 sets matches." And why not? Players may be playing more than ever before, but they are fitter than ever before. Best-of-5 sets is the tennis equivalent of a test match or a lengthy snooker match. It allows for ebbs and flows, for a narrative to develop, a battle for mental as well as physical and technical supremacy. It also allows the audience to dip in and out and feel every bit a part of the match at the end as they did at the beginning. But when a final set between 2 big names reaches its zenith, no one is going anywhere.